Hello and welcome back to episode number 9 here on Saxlingham Farm, where we are on our Zero to Hero challenge. Now, at the end of last episode, you may remember that we had very little money left, and we were going to think about doing a few bits before we moved into the next day. However, I forgot about that, and then proceeded to go to sleep and, go into the next day. We then subsequently got charged quite a lot for missing all of the deadlines. So what we've got today is, well, the first thing we're going to do is I've accepted a contract in this to do the hoeing in a couple of the fields that are nearby. So what we are going to now do is, let's have a quick look. So we need to do field 34, 48 and 53. So I reckon we'll go do 34 first. And yeah, but yeah, we need to do these. So if we have a quick look at how much they're going to be get us, so we're going to get around £10,000 from the hoeing ones, and then 25,000 from the others. So yes, now there was the other option to use the Mercedes-Benz tractor, like we had right at the very start. But I just thought, you know what, let's get into a little bit of different machinery, and we can move on with this. So yeah, nothing too exciting. But the reason, and I could have gone, there's a under the hoeing, under the large weeding contract, there was the option for me to get a like a Deutzfahr with a massive weeder, but I think I said even last episode, one of the reasons we sort of want to use, whoa, I have no idea what happened there. As I sort of said in last episode, we want to use the hoe mainly because it goes a lot faster, and for pretty much the same effective working distance. So like say, it's easy to turn with this because it's a lot smaller. You can quickly fold it up, quickly put it away, and I have overstepped, so I will just go down to the next one. I missed the turning, but there are bigger things than I have to worry about. So yeah, that's one of the things I just wanted to do, is use this hoe, because that'll allow us to really move up, and it'll give us the extra bit of cash so we can keep going. I think we owe something along the lines of £7,000 a month just for the trailer, and then we have what should I have a quick look in the sale? Is there anything on? Oh, of course there's a set of mowers there. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Anyway, not much I can really do about that, unfortunately. So yes, we're gonna get ourselves down to field 34 and we're gonna crack on with it. Got a feeling that I will most likely just do this nice and quickly. It shouldn't take too long. Let me actually remember to turn the, I'm going all over the road. Turn on the speed to do the time scales off. So yes, I'm gonna get on with this field now because we're nearly there. Field 34 would have been here a lot sooner had I not missed the turning. Right, here we go. Now, is it worth using GPS since it's going to be quite difficult? I would tend to think that it is. I don't think that's going to be a bad way to do it. Could we do number of headlands? Could we make that 3? Yeah, we'll try this. Why did it do 2? Why did it? That's interesting. Anyway, to be honest, I think we will just keep it at 1. I don't think it needs to be much more than that. So we're going to have it as showing lines, I believe. Show lines, yes. Fantastic. So let's get this down, and we can get going. So yeah, leave this with me, and yeah, I'll crack on with this. Actually, never mind. That didn't work. I don't think it's going to let us do it with the equipment that we have. I think they have changed that bug, even though you go into here, you can then get yourself down to weeders. Where are the weeders? This is a weeder. I don't quite know what to do. Think about that. What I might do is because that's 24 meters, 200 horsepower. What I might do is I might actually rent this out, because release. It's giving me £3,000. Now, I know it would have been better to get the Deutz for around £700 on the leasing fee. However, I am a bit of an idiot and did not do that. So, yes, let me go up, and I think we'll go do fields 48 first, then we'll do 53. That'll get us some cash in the bank, and then we can rent out the weeder. And then I think what we'll actually do while we do it, we will also do our own field. We'll do our own field of 38. So, yeah, because I've got a feeling that weeds will have started to grow. Now, you can see me moving weeds. Oh, we don't have any weeds. Crap. Oh well, we live and learn. It's not something that we have too much control over. But yeah, we do also have the Fen, which has obviously more than 200 horsepower. That's 230. So just give us a bit of extra room on that. Now, if I remember correctly, going to field 48, you have to go to the bottom of 63, and there's like a little path up to it. So we will see how we get on with that. I can't see it should be in too many problems. I must say, I do really enjoy using this 6R. It is a very nice piece of kit. I must say, it does make me want to acquire some of the newer pieces of equipment. Yeah, here we go. Right, I will crack on with this. I will probably just throw this in a time lapse for you all, because why not? About done on this contract. You have got a couple of percent left. I don't think this is too much of a problem. Anyway, that has been done nice and quickly. We shouldn't have too many more problems from here on out. I don't know what this little tiny piece at the end is, but I'm sure we can live with it. Right. Did I not get everything on this one? Clearly not. There we go. Right, I will leave this this guy's tractor at the entrance to his field, because it's his field and I did it for him, so he can come pick it up, as it's not any of my concern. Turn it all off, get out, and there we go. Nice piece of kit. Nothing too fancy, but it has given us some extra cash just to now go ahead and do Field 34, which I so stupidly failed to do. Let me just quickly read this contract properly. Using a weeder. Now, I did use a weeder, as you can see. Weeders, that is in here. This is very much a weeder. But yeah, apparently that's not good enough. So, yep, nothing I can do about that. I'm going to call it there, because you can't do anything else with it. And it looks like we're going to have to rent a weeder out. Yep, we are. Here we go. Right, well, don't really like having to do this. We can tab to our Fent 842 turbo shift, and I think what we'll do is we'll go out of this entrance, which we are yet to leave from. We do need to come back and check on the fermentation and on our sheeps, because they are in breeding age, so it would be good to see if they can are getting pregnant, which would be fantastic for us, because it would mean we get more free sheeps, and who doesn't want free animals that we can then rear up and sell on, or we can use it to make our herd larger. Anyway, and well, it's much easier as well now. We have the like sort of pasture mechanics added in, because that allows me to not have to put too much food into them. I mean, I just have to give them pasture and they can graze. And yeah, I'll meet you back at the shop. Okay, guys, so as you could probably just see, I am currently on the field doing said contract, and we're not getting any percentage done. Now, let me just double check I'm on the right field. Yep, I'm on the right field. And yes, they have weeds. We can see that. You can even see a little bit of where we've gone round, but I don't think these are small weeds. Yeah, weed medium. So, how? Oh, don't. I think that's not going to do it. So I think we're going to have to find... Shame that one's just come up. Weeding. I can't even really do that, because it's only £3,000. I could go up and down it twice. Hoeing? I mean, I think fertilising is going to ultimately be the best thing for us to get into, because we're going to need a fertiliser pretty soon, really. It's not something we can get away without having. So, yes. Just give me a minute or so. Okay, and we are just arriving at the shop again, because we are going to return this. And I think what we are going to do is, I think we're going to buy ourselves a weeder, like a sprayer. Mainly because we need it for our field, because our pH is not good enough. It's bad. I don't know if you saw when I was over there. Well, even one of the other episodes we had, it was poor. So yeah, it's unfair for. And there's a couple of contracts out, so we can sort of pay it off sooner rather than later. So we need to go into here, vehicles, and then iBook return. Waste of money, but what can you do? I don't suppose there is much in the grand scheme of things. That's worth 70. That's what? That's worth £80,000. What did we buy? That is. It was £100,000. Oh my god. Wow. That is annoying. Hey ho, well look, we can't do anything about it now. But what we are going to have to do is purchase one of these sprays because there's a lot of spraying contracts around, and I think it's going to be worth doing. And we've got the liquid lime, so I'm going to go for a sprayer. Now, I would love to say we can afford. See, that's. I quite like this. I think this is a really nice piece of kit. 24 meters is plenty for us. Singing spray, yes. Pulse width modulation. No, I don't particularly think it's worth spending the extra £14,000 on it. The see and spray stuff, though, is quite valuable because it allows me to see absolutely everything that we need. So we go for the narrow tyres, just so we don't get any problems with. Oh, we're doing it for contracts and stuff. It's their stuff. The extra 4 meters, I don't think is worth it. So finance, it's going to be 14k a month for 6 months. Can we earn 14k a month, do you reckon? And get this paid off quickly? Well, apparently not. Financing, we're going to have to go 1 year at 5%. Oh dear God. Why is everything getting so expensive at the moment? It's really not ideal. But there's not much we can do about that at this moment in time. What we can do, though, is we can really go out and earn a load of money to pay off this. Which I suppose we sort of have and sort of haven't all in the same breath. But yeah, I mean, we don't have access to any of these, so we don't have access to any manure supply, and also this runs out way too fast, and it'd need to be massive. Could do these, but they're just not great for it, in honesty. They are, yes, these go really wide, and yes, they're not that expensive, but I'm not quite sure as to how much you can actually, like, alter it for, like, the precision farming. So yeah, I think, but now we are going to have to go do some fertilising contracts. Yeah, we don't have a choice. We are going to have to cancel that because we don't know how it's going to have to be. We could also do some mowing contracts as well. They're small, but it would sort of just give us a bit of extra cash. So that might be something that we look into. And yeah, we're not just not even going to touch the weeding again, unless it specifically says hoeing. And oh my God, they've already brought back a couple extra bits. But yeah, fertilising, that's just going to have to be what we do for a little bit. I'm going to activate all these, and I'm probably going to cut this down into quite short bits because otherwise we will be here forever. And actually what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to buy some more liquid fertiliser because I want to fill this tank up all the way. Because once we fill this up all the way, it should give us the opportunity to not have to come back as frequently. And there we go. Now, where is it that we have to go to first? I'm going to say we do 16 first, because if we run out of, if we're running out of the fertiliser, we are rather close by, and we can just top up for 44 and 40. And also to mention, we will be doing our own field, because it's ours, and we need to really look after it. So, yes, I'm going to go down here. I think there's an entrance to field 16 from down here. I believe it's just towards the little the fjord, just near our farm. So yeah, I'll cut this up into small segments of each field. I'll probably not do too much because your time is valuable, and watching me do the same task all on just with this is going to take you a long time. So yes, it's not quite worth, well, I wouldn't say it's worth your time to watch all of this. So yeah, I'm going to cut this up and I'll see you after. Okay, and we have just finished up on another field here. Now, one of the things you're probably realising is, Sam, you only accepted 3 contracts. How come you have £32,000 in your account and you just completed another contract? One, I had to buy some more fertiliser to do said contracts, and also, if I just show you this real quick, we have done statistics. Fertiliser usage litres a session. Okay, why that hasn't shown, I've no idea. I've no idea. I could have sworn we've used a lot of fertiliser today because we have absolutely obliterated our bank account with it. We also had to get this sprayer and so on. So, yeah, a little bit awkward because I thought that would actually keep track of it, but apparently not. Yeah, could have been worse. But yeah, that's a lot of, fertiliser to be utilising. So, yeah, I'm going to go pick up some more, and yeah, I am very, very much tired of doing fertiliser today. I'm just finished. I have done so much of it today, it is actually untrue. I've probably been doing fertilising for nearly 3 hours, just doing fertilising or weeding. It's taken so much time. So, yeah. Top up. Right. I know I just said I've had enough, but I would rather get our grass fertilised now while it's really easy to do so. Well, we're also not going to get too much crop destruction or any. So, yeah, this is all automatic application. Right. I'll meet you when this is all finished, though. Okie dokie, now we have just finished up fertilising here on our field, which we have a look out now. Look, it says perfect is our nitrogen. So yeah, that is a big bonus for us. Now, I am on the edge of this, so yeah, I'm gonna call it here for this episode, guys, and I hope you've had a half decent watching experience. If you've not, let us know what I can do better for the next one. So yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.